anticipated matchups of the entire regular season. Two national championship contenders, each ranked in the top 5. Which side can step up and deliver on this big stage? Welcome to Gainesville, Florida, and the Swamp, the home of the Florida Gators. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get this thing going. The Gators will kick it away to get this game going. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play, brings up second down. Both teams trying to set the tone in this high-stakes collision here. Kirk, a long way to go. We expect this battle to come down to the final minutes.
Well, both these teams have been chirping back and forth during the week. I'm sure they're finally excited to be out on the field together. And this is the kind of matchup you just have to have an aggressive mindset, attacking all game long, and find out who the best team is late in this game.
They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Can he get there on the ground? That'll pick up a first down. They'll spot it at the 38.
Chris, just by watching this guy all year, the defense better be very careful to let this guy find that rhythm. I've seen him where he goes 5 yards, 8 yards, 10 yards, and then pops a big one. Right now, he looks like he's starting to gain some confidence here early in this game.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Nice grab. It's Jackson. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line. Because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route. And the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
They're brought down at the line by that big defensive tackle.
Boy, this defense is stepping up here early in this game, really controlling the line of scrimmage. Just nowhere to go on this last play. Now we've got a third down, a big opportunity for this defense to get off the field.
And he'll drop back here on third down. That's caught. It's Jackson. The game is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field and they'll go for it. Here we go, 4th down. They'll try to run for it. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the first down.
There's the handoff. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What it's is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Dropping back. It's Washington. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. It's caught. Did he get it for him? Yes, they say it's a catch, a big gain.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The Gators getting set on 1st and 10. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Running back grabs it on a screen. Tackled down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now.
Offense does a really nice job of timing up the screen pass, using the defense's aggression against them here, and the back's able to navigate his way for a first down.
Grabbed by the receiver, and he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Florida. They'll try to add to the lead now to the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open the score. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quick pass to the flat to a receiver. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, the timing of this screen pass just seemed to be off. The defense almost waiting for the ball to be thrown. He had nowhere to go by the time he caught it.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Defense is coming after him. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Interesting call here by the defense in their dime set with 6 defensive backs. Instead of manning up and applying pressure on the receivers, they sit back, make it tougher on the quarterback, make him have to read their zone coverage. He gets confused and allows the defensive line to get to the quarterback.
Touchdown, Gators. The special teams produce a score. The special teams touchdown, potential momentum-changing play in this game.
Well, that was just a thing of beauty to watch this return. The gunners were flying down. He's able to avoid them, picks up a couple blocks, and then you could see him gaining momentum and confidence as he was getting downfield, eventually all the way to the end zone.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And the return man brought down. That's decent yardage on that return. First play of the drive now, coming up from the 29. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. And Florida has the lead, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. Solid performance so far, created some separation. Here's the first quarter stats. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackled at the 40. That'll earn a fresh set of downs. Well, Kirk, you played in plenty of rivalry games. How do they feel different from the others?
Well, Chris, rivalry games, and depending on who the coach is, this is a game you think about all year. You know, you're working out in the weight room. You're doing drills, and some are two-a-days. Everything is focused on getting to this game and playing your very best. Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually it's going to cost you.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and 1 to keep this drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for the wide out. Oh, and he dropped it. You don't see that often from this guy. Brings up 4th down.
I think anybody can understand trying to get this guy the ball. You want to trust your playmakers, but you can't expect him to beat double coverage like that every single time. It's too risky, and you're asking just too much from one guy.
Fourth down, looking to throw for it. And here comes a deep shot. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage. And pays for it. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense. The Gators offense retakes the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown, and they keep it going. They bring him down after a short gain there. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards. Well, nice first down here by this running back. And what he's doing today makes me reflect on some of the great backs that they've had over the years in Gainesville. Emmitt Smith, arguably one of the best backs, if not the best back in the history of the game. Damian Pierce more recently, but even guys like Eric Rhett and Fred Taylor, just really talented running backs with the ability to take it to the house.
Back to pass. It's Washington. And he drops it. Can you believe it?
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you've got to have to come up with and make a catch.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Good time here to drop this screen in for the offensive coordinator. And a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41. Can they make the first down and avoid a tricky 4th down decision? And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Gets made on the out route. Makes the defender miss. They stop him, but this offense is threatening now at the plus 43.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
That's caught. It's pulled. They bring him down, but this offense now in scoring position. First down from the 30.
This defense has got to do a better job in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, and this offense could have 50 on you by the end of this game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Scanning the field. It's Washington. Bringing pressure. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete. Can they keep this drive going? It's 4th down and 6. I know the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. So on 4th down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. He got it. The field goal is good. And they add to their lead.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
They'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. He's going to hand this off. And he goes nowhere. Stop pulled behind the line of scrimmage.
I tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground. And by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback every time they drop back.
Testing the defense with a throw downfield. Oh, and he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain.
This is a great job by the defense, putting 2 defenders on the most talented receiver on their team. Make this quarterback have to find another option to move the ball down the field.
On third down, he drops to throw. It's another deep shot. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains and you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
This will be down just outside the opponent's 45. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Quarterback changing the play now at the line.
Okay, ready?
Looking downfield, it's Washington. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Misfire on first down makes it 2nd and 10 from the 46. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Back in motion now. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. It's the 2-minute timeout. We've got a blowout developing here. And the Gators will line up to kick it away. And the offense forced to punt for the first time tonight. And here's the return. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Well, it's got to start somewhere, and there's a nice first down to keep this drive alive and hope to be able to create a little bit of momentum here near the end of the first half, trying to cut into this lead and get some points on the board.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker. And the Noles looking to run some tempo here. And there's the handoff. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football. And now the defense will... Timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. crucial third down play right here. Out of the gun now on third down. Pressure is coming. And that pass is way off the mark. Not sure who he meant to throw that ball to.
I mean, you don't see this very often. They just pressured the quarterback, and did you see how many guys that were rushing? 3. You have 8 guys in coverage, and you can get that kind of pressure on a quarterback with 3 rushing.
He's got it. Enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going. This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. A pre-snap motion from the offense. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking downfield near the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Now that's what I'm talking about. This hasn't been a great first half, but putting up that touchdown like this, now they're going to be feeling good heading into that locker room and get themselves to believe that they can come back and win this game.
PAT is good. They trail now by 10, 17-7. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. Dropping back, it's Washington. The pocket breaking down. Catch made wide open way downfield. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
And just like that, Chris, all of a sudden the offensive coordinator and the quarterback, they changed their approach. Now, that's a big play. So instead of just maybe trying to get into field goal range, now they're really thinking they got a shot to maybe get the ball in the end zone.
And looking to throw now on first down. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
I mean, body blow after body blow. It just cannot get any worse for this defense. The offense, once again, driving the ball down the field, puts the ball into the end zone for another touchdown.
Good job dealing with the footing. PAT is good. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. First down, looking to throw the ball. Delivers quickly to the left side. The freshman with a little too much air under that one.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Lets it fly to the wideout. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. First down, looking to throw the football. Looking deep downfield to the left. And it's incomplete. Just 5 seconds left on the clock now.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Looks like the final play of the half coming up. No press here. The defense backing away. And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
here on third down. Looking for his back. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Breaks loose at the 40. They finally make the stop after a big gain, but that'll wrap up the first half of play. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Noles will kick this away to start the second half. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. The passing game very hard to stop in the first half. Let's see if they can begin to feature the run game here. Looks left and finds his target there. Tackle made after a big gain. That'll put him over 150 yards today, Kirk. He is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
He decides to keep it here. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
It's a nice game by this offense. This quarterback has such a good feel for running the option. Whether it's handing it, keeping it himself, or pitching it, puts a lot of pressure on the discipline of this defense.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. How impressive have these guys been up front today? Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
The Gators pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. The pass rush closing in. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Scanning the field, it's Washington. Short pass finds the tight end. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
And that is the quarterback's best friend. Opportunity to find that open tight end. He takes a big hit, but holds on to the football to show that strength and awareness for a nice first down.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Offense will have to overcome the holding penalty now. Eighth play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Out of the gun now on third down. Swarm with a pass rush, a sack. Bit of a gamble here. Offense going for it on fourth down. Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with the perfect call on this important play coming up. The Gators will send the punt team onto the field, and he'll kick it away now for the second time. And the fair catch is made, but there's a flag down, so let's sort that out. So the fair catch interference, very easy call for the official and inexcusable by that guy. Ball handed off. First down, looking for more now. Now here he goes. Crosses the 10, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
The extra point is good. They cut the lead to 10, 24-14. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Florida offense retakes the field. This game has suddenly gotten more interesting, so this offense needs to be productive here. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Receiver in motion now. Off the play fake on first down. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Downfield shot, falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, they go with the dagger concept here on this play, but unfortunately the quarterback could not get it to his intended target running on that vertical route.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Caught quickly.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Cole. Breaking tackles and going. And runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
Looking to throw it again. He's running out of time here. Makes the catch, but the throw pulled him out of the field of play. Incomplete.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
They look to throw it here on second down. Oh, the pass rush gets home. This middle linebacker can play all over the field. That's how they bring him in the blitz. and he gets home.
Yeah, usually you think of this middle linebacker. He's kind of a sideline-to-sideline player defending the run. But here, the timing and the instincts as a blitzer coming right through the middle of that offensive line, and he gets to the quarterback.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Fires it to the wideout. And that one's picked off. What a play. Not a great return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out a scoring threat. They'll set the offense up at the 31.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Last possession, a perfectly blocked running play. They scored in one play. Can they keep it going? And they'll force him out of bounds after a short run.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down play coming up. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Breaks an open space. And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground.
Boy, what a great job of using his speed. Get him on the edge, allow him to be able to pull away from people, pick up big yards, and come up with a nice first down.
And the Seminoles will line up now. It's 1st and goal. From the shotgun, drops back. Touchdown, Noles, as they come roaring back now. Now they line up to kick the extra point. PHC is good. They still trail, though. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Here's a regular season game, Kirk, that's kind of felt like a playoff game. We expected that. The difference is if you lose here, you're not out of it.
Just as you say, they're definitely not out of it if you lose this game. When you're a top-5 team late in the year playing in this kind of matchup, the win not only gives you confidence, but also you'd like to think a much easier path in the postseason.
And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to throw. It's Washington. It's a quick grab. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And that ball is incomplete as time runs out in the quarter. And as we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
He's going to try to return the punt. Oh, he's got some space here to be brought down, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what this is about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Finds an open target on the left side. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
This is all you can hope for, really. The defense does their job. You get the offense back out in the field. It's a one-possession game. It's up to this quarterback and this offense to deliver, and they're off to a good start here.
First down here for this offense. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the wideout goes in motion. Second down, we're going to throw it. With the catch, it's Jackson. They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. First down.
Boy, a nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Makes a quick catch. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. On third down, he drops to throw. Catch made on the left side. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's fourth down. So out comes the field goal unit, one of the biggest moments in this kicker's life. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So here we go, down one score. They're going to go for it on fourth down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. Contact as he threw it. And the pass is incomplete. A crucial misfire here late in the game. And the ball will turn over on downs.
Oh, so close to coming up with that conversion here on fourth down in the fourth quarter. Close football game. Now you got to rely on your own defense to come up with a stop and hope you get one more chance.
Leaning on the run game here. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
Well, this is where you really rely on your offensive line. Late in the game, you got the lead. You got to run the football. They know you're going to run the football. Get behind that big offensive line, run that running back, make sure he protects the football, and you got a great chance at a victory.
Running back has it on the screen now. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Trying to bait this defensive line to believing they have a shot to get to the quarterback on the pass. Instead, they recognize screen right away, make a really nice play for a lost yardage.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Back to throw. It's Washington. Defense is coming after him. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
The offense takes a big shot here downfield. I thought they may have a chance, but the defender makes an unbelievable play to get a hand on the ball and knock it away.
And the Gators will have to punt this one away. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. And the kick will be down just inside the 45. comes a handoff.
Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of the play.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zero in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep it?
Here's the throw deep downfield. Deep shot caught inside the 15.
That's exactly what they needed here. Just a humongous play late in the football game. And this play right here could put them in a position to get the go-ahead score.
The Seminoles line up on 1st and 10 now. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball.
Well, they fail to hook up on this one. You got to really like the position that they're in right now. Building some momentum. They cut into this lead down to 1 score. Now they just have to keep finding ways to move the ball down the field. They have a shot to come back and win this game.
Just trying to get rid of it. They spilled that one away to avoid a bit of a sack.
Now that's going to bring up a critical 3rd down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with the 1st down.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Handoff here from the shotgun. So here we go. One of the biggest moments of this game. The field goal unit is out there for a pressure kick. Knocks that one right down the middle. We are all tied up with a little more than a minute to play in regulation.
Man, I tell you, life of a kicker. This guy's not been called on the entire game. Probably cold as ice on the sideline. But when it matters, he's hot as a stove when his number's called.
And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Play action here on 1st down. He escapes the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go. The catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. That is called for tough strategy here. Tie game late in the 4th quarter.
There's a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the 1st down.
Crowd getting cranked up, trying to help this defense on the final drive. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Broken tackle still going. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot. But I think the reality is seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
First and goal, final 2 minutes. A chance for the offense to break the tie here very late. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Chris, I thought we might be headed to overtime here, but this offense will not be denied. Outstanding execution, and they take the lead. Now it's all about can their defense hold on to see if they can get this win.
Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Well, defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays. Right, he'll take a deep shot. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Chris, just a great job by this offense. Now, I think it's a little bit too late here. They're not going to be able to have a chance to come back, but I think it says a lot about the character of this football team that they're fighting to the very end.
They're going to go for two and the win, but they'll have to conquer this crowd noise. And the quarterback dropping back. They don't get it. It's incomplete. Going for the win. The gamble doesn't pay off. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. That's the kind of matchup you hope for. This team came in higher ranked, respected. They were fully tested. They had to show how good they were to survive the upset here today.
And I really think that the coaches and the players, they love playing these kind of games. You really are going to get tested. You find out what you're made out of. And these guys really met the challenge. I'm very, very impressed with the execution and how they played this game. And